We now have business loan and consumer loan. People borrow money on a bank or any lending institutions with a purpose. With that, loans are classified as business loans or consumer loans. Business loans are those money lent specifically for business purposes. It may be used to start a business or to have a business expansion. On the other hand, consumer loans are money lent to an individual or for personal or family use. Consumer loans are business loans, and business loans may require a collateral. Collaterals are assets used to secure the loan. So it may be a real estate or other investments. For business loans, they have equipment, fixtures, or furniture as collateral. Consumer loans do not usually require a guarantor. Business loans require the business owners to sign as guarantors. For consumer loans, the bank and lending institution may require a credit report, bank statement, and an income tax return, and if the lendee is employed, a certificate of employment and employee payslips. So the term, which is the time to pay the entire loan of a business loan, is generally shorter than the consumer loan. However, the interest rate for the business loan is usually higher than that of the consumer loan. We also have what we call a mortgage. Mortgage is a loan, it's either business or consumer, that is secured with a collateral. If a borrower cannot pay the loan, the lender has the right to the collateral. So we also have chattel mortgage. It is a type of mortgage on a movable property like vehicles, airplanes, boats, farm equipments, and manufactured homes. So we have another problem that states Ruel applied for a loan for a bank that pays 6% interest rate payable for 3 years. The money loan was intended for his children where they could attend their online class. How much will Ruel pay after 3 years if the loan is 75,000 pesos? As usual, we write the given values first. We have the interest rate. If you can recall in the previous topics in interest, simple and compound interests, where we have J as I of to the power of M over M, where I is the interest rate. We have here 0.06, and we have the M as it is annual, which is in it's because it's in years, and payable, the term is in years. We have 1. We simply have 0.06 as our interest rate. And then we have the principal amount or the loan. We have 75,000 pesos. And the term or the time in which Ruel will pay, we have 3 years. And that's it. So if you understood the problem, we can say that this is a personal loan as it is for family purposes. So we have the formula. Similar to the simple interests and annual interest, we have, if you call, we have F equal to P one minus, plus J to the N. F here is our future value. We have this formula used to find the future value in simple and or compound interests. So we have our P as 75,000 pesos, 1 plus J 0.06, and our N, which is the period of payment or number of payments, we have M times T. We have 1 times 3 years, we have 3. Let your calculators do the work, and then we have 89,326.2 pesos. Ruel will pay 89,329 pesos after 3 years if he loans 75,000 pesos. We have another practice problem. If a car is sold for 1,500,000 pesos and the bank requires 20% down payment, find the amount of mortgage. So we have a formula for the amount of mortgage. We have amount of mortgage equal to the cash price minus the down payment. So we already know what the cash price is, which is the 1.5 million pesos. For the down payment, we still have to find the 20% of 1.5 million. So we have a 1 million times its 20%. We have 1,500,000 minus the 20% of 1.5 million. We have 20%. We have 300,000. So we have 1,200,000 as the amount of mortgage. We have a follow-up question. If his monthly payment is 22,500 pesos on a 5-year mortgage, find the total amount of interest. So what we are going to find is again the total interest. Before we find this total amount of interest, we first have to solve for the total amount paid, which is given by total amount paid is equal to the monthly payment times the months, number of months, and number of years. It's not actually the number of months, it's the period, and we have t. So we have 22,500 times how many, since he'll be paying monthly, we have 12 months, and he'll be paying it for 5 years. So we have 1,350,000. Now to solve for the total amount interest, it is given by total amount interest is the difference between the total amount paid minus the amount of the mortgage. So we have 1,350,000 minus 1,200,000. So we have 150,000 pesos. This is the total interest if the if he plans to pay 22,500 monthly on a 5-year mortgage. Another problem we have, a man purchased a condominium for 4 million pesos. If the monthly payment is 40,000 pesos for 10 years, how much is the total interest of the loan? So, in this kind of problem, we look for the total amount paid first, then subtract the the amount of mortgage, which is 4 million, to get the total interest of the loan. So we have the total amount paid to 40,000, which he will be paying monthly, 12, for 10 years. So we have 4,800,000. So the total interest would be 4,800,000 minus the cash price or the amount of mortgage. In this problem, we have 800,000 as the total interest of the loan.